Yeah, my name is Johnson Okpoh, two-time secretary of PDP, People Democratic Party in Watiri, one-time chairman of the People Democratic Party in Watiri, and the immediate past vice chairman of the People Democratic Party in Ethiope West local government area. Today I want to use this opportunity to appreciate our leaders and followers who work tirelessly during the just concluded presidential and governorship election. The president of Chief Barrister John Nani, the president of Chief Igwe Amori, Right Honorable Ben Igbapa, Honorable Nelson Owosu, Honorable Isaac Omamedia, Pastor Godwin Akpovi, Party Chairman, DJC Councillors, Chief Philo Edede, for not yielding to the blackmail and the falsehood that has been took by some elements both in the local government and the state to mislead our people to vote against Sheriff Oberewori. I really want to appreciate them for standing firm for the party at the time of this great temptation, and I just want to say congratulations to all of us, especially to our party faithful, the women, the men, the youth, who stood firm, who believe in the cause of His Excellency Ifeanyi Okowa, who believe in the capacity of Sheriff Oberewori, and voted for the candidate of the PDP in the just concluded gubernatorial election.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for that introduction. Now, the aftermath of the 2023 elections, especially in Ethiope West, has been marred with the controversy of some persons playing anti-party, which means some PDP people working for other political parties. You being a past vice chairman of the party in Ethiope West, how do you react to this, sir?
Yeah, before now, what I know, I was a party secretary in 2001. That was when I started party politics. From that time to date, what I know is the custom, the tradition of the PDP is that immediately after every primary, a reconciliation committee will be set up to reconcile every party, to see to it that the party is put together awaiting the elections. But what we have in the last election was a total deviation from what we used to see. The reason being that some persons believe, somebody in Ogara believe that the Delta State government has is personal enterprise. Therefore, it has the power to hire and to fire. And because its candidates did not say true during the primaries, the person he tried to impose on Deltas as his own candidate did not say true during the primaries. Division came into the party and people started playing anti-party. For the first time in the history of PDP in Delta State, that the issue of our primaries have to linger on from the lower court even to the Supreme Court. It got to a point that we were confused. We don't even know who our candidate is until the Supreme Court finally made the final, put the final nail on the coffin. That was where we now have the confidence that we now have a candidate as the gubernatorial candidate of the PDP in the state. This has never happened, but it happened because a person like Chief Onanefo Ibori, a one-time governor of Delta State, believed that if he's not the one producing the candidate, therefore any candidate produced by the party cannot stand. That is when his followers started acting, playing this anti-party in the party. It came to a point, a person of Champion Patege even called a meeting to his house and instructed all Ibori followers, passing Ibori message to them that all of them should vote for the opposition party, that all of them should vote for the person of Oma Agege in the election. And when you look at the results, it reflected there that more of Ibori followers actually voted against Sheriff. You also see it when just few days to election, people started leaving the party. Watch all of them. Take note of all those of them that left the party within this period. They are the loyalists of Ibori. The reason is not far-fetched. It is because Ibori did not have his way. His candidate did not emerge as the candidate of the party. Therefore, anti-party become the order of the day.
You mentioned some names now. Do you have proof that these persons actually played the anti-party? Someone like Chief Champion Patege, because you said he called a meeting. Can you prove this, that he actually played?
Of course, this is politics. I want to strongly believe, even as we are here, I can as well have a spy in this place. There is nothing happen anywhere that we do not know. Immediately after the presidential election, Chief Champion Patege called a meeting to his house, the meeting of the Ibori followers, and instructed them to vote for Omar Agege. You will see that in many of the social media posts that Champion Patege made. That alone, some of the posts he made that I can make available for you, can attest to the fact that Champion Patege, on instruction of Ibori, actually played at the party before and during the election.
Okay, sir. Let's draw your attention now to another statement made yesterday when we spoke to the PDP Ward 8 ESCO in a press conference whereby the secretary, Mr. Jones Imonisa, said that Honorable Chief Barrister John Nani, someone that you are very close to, did anti-party and also lost his word in the presidential election, the House of Assembly election, and the senatorial election. What actually is the true state of things, sir?
Yeah, honorably, I won't want to respond to a person of Jones. We all know his antecedent. We know his activities in the society. He's somebody that gather young girls, brainwash them, extort them, and up them among men for financial benefits. I will not want to relegate myself by joining issue with person of Jones, but for the purpose of clarity and for the sake of the public, I want to respond to those. Though I know it is suicidal, and it is regrettable that I have to relegate myself to this level of joining issue with Jones. But then I have to save the public distress of taking otherwise. I do know that when a little bird is dancing in the middle of the pathway, that a drummer is in a nearby bush. I know that Jones is acting the script of his masters. But for what you said in that video, you will know that Jones is a very bad actor. I will respond to that issue. I want to say that in February 25th, the House of Rep election was not the only election conducted that particular day. We have the presidential election, we have the senatorial election, and the House of Rep election. In that election, the PDP lost the presidential election, we lost the senatorial election, and we only won the House of Rep election. And I want to ask, why are people dwelling more on the House of Rep election that we won? Why are they more interested on the House of Rep election that we won, without looking at the reason why we lost the senatorial election, without looking at the reason of why we lost the presidential election? Is it a case of some animals being more equal? Chief Igor Otamori was a candidate of the PDP. He's from this in the senatorial election, and he's from this local government. Nobody is talking about him. Nobody is asking questions. Nobody is telling us why we lost that election. But painfully, people keep talking about the one we won. Is it that the senatorial election is not important to us? You talking about the election, the vote gotten from JC area. Are they telling us, just telling us that the vote area attacker get from JC is more than the vote Agoda get from Ogara? Obviously, no. The records are there. Look, the election result is a public document. Go to the INEC portal and you will get there. I want to challenge Jones and his sponsor to publish. Let them bring out the presidential result of their unit. I have it in authority that in that Jos unit, unit 13 of Ward 8, the Labour Party scored 568 votes, while the PDP scored 25. Jos was the party agent in that unit. Meanwhile, on that the same day, Eriatake scored over 300 and something votes. Then I ask a question. What happened to the presidential election? Why is the president scoring only 25 votes, where the House of Rep candidate is scoring over 350 something votes? It's called for question. I challenge Jos and all the people in Ward 7 and 8 to bring out the presidential result, to bring out the senatorial result, and bring out the House of Rep result, and let them explain to us why is this great variance? Why is this great difference in it if they do not play at the party in that election? I want to be very straight. John Nani never lost any election in his unit. The JC people voted massively for Onoba. The results are there. Let them come with their results. Onoba won in JC. So won so many units. In my unit, Onoba won with 2 votes. He won in so many other units. So the allegation, the claim that we play at the party here and that the JC people do not vote for the party, bros, it's just an afterthought to cover up their evil against the party. I challenge them to come out with their presidential result. They should come out with their senatorial result. They should come out with the House of Rep result. They should come out with the presidential result, because it's only in safe society at this time, in this 21st century, that leaders, political leaders, people that have occupied big political offices can still hijack materials, electoral materials, and take it to their personal home overnight with the belief that they can bypass the beavers. And I thank God they met with a very great shock. We all know that on the day of the governorship election, materials, voting material from units Ward 7 and Ward 8 were taken to personal compounds in the name of Enyenye, boycotting the beavers, and they stock the ballot boxes with votes against the PDP. And I thank God that when they get to the INEC office, the INEC officials were able to do their job, and that is why so many units were cancelled in Ward 7 and in Ward 8. So who are talking of those that actually doing election malpractices, those that actually did at the party in the last election? I will tell you, they are the people of Ward 7 and Ward 8 in Ogara.
Wow. Honorable, before we let you go now, with all these disagreements, accusations here and there, do you see any way back for the party in Ethiope West? Because PDP has dominated over the years. Now there seems to be this fracas inside the party. Do you see a way back for everyone to come together and move forward?
Honestly, there's always solution to every problem. But before you can provide solution to every problem, then you must be ready to take the task that we are solving this problem once and for all. And the first thing to do is to look at the root cause of this problem. And I just told you that the root cause of this problem is because Chief Onanefe Imbori believe that Delta State government is his personal enterprise. Therefore, he has the power to hire and fire. This has been the cause of our problem. And until he wiped that mindset from his head and see everybody as equal, and see everybody as a important person, and see everybody as see every data as stakeholder in governance, we cannot solve this problem. As we speak, this press conference that Jones just addressed is just a way of running from the truth. Their instinct has failed them. Before now, they were made to believe that we just will win the election. Now they lost. How did they fight back? But they are treading the wrong way, because the only solution is for a man to accept his fault, not try to shift it to others. Accept your fault. Take responsibility. The moment you are able to do that, then you have solved over 80% of your problems. Thank you.